Good morning and welcome to day 5 of the mini Norfolk Broads adventure aboard Thunder. And how are we doing this morning? I won't lie, it's a late start. It's another late start, and much like I thought it would be, it's turning into a very sort of lazy type of day to day, you know. Actually, it's a whole lazy type of wee adventure, actually, just a mini adventure. Yeah, I mean, it's actually been, the reason I'm doing this, despite the fact that it's nice and sunny outside, it's actually also pissing with rain. I had hoped last night to go out into the middle of the Broad and drop the mudway and spend the night in the middle of Ranworth Broad. I really liked that idea. But, to tell you the truth, the wind picked up. The wind picked up a lot. Now, it was probably not going to be an issue, and I don't think anything would have happened. But this is a new boat, and I'm still trying to get to grips with her a wee bit, and I just wasn't comfortable for the first time doing a mud weight in questionably windy conditions, you know. So I didn't bother. I stayed here. What I then did is I put a pound in the electricity and I hooked up to electricity. And it's been great, you know. I've had electrical heaters running, and because it's actually got quite chilly, actually, you know. And I've had electrical heating running this morning and late last night, and it was really good. And I went to, after I decided that, I went for a wee walk. I went up to St Helens Church. I climbed up the top of the spire, and I spent a wee while just standing there, looking out over the landscape, just basking in it all. You know, I mean, it was really fantastic. You know, and I haven't done that in ages, and I don't do it nearly enough. You know. But I took the opportunity while I was there, and I did it, and honestly, there was a cloud burst that was coming in over the landscape, and just watching it slowly come in, roll towards you, and across the protected Ranworth Broad, you know, and it was just, it was just mind-blowing, you know. I mean, it was honestly, you know, quite incredible, actually, you know. And then of course it eventually rolled over here, and as the rain started coming on, and I thought, okay, right, so it's back down the spire. And I was going to come back to the boat then, but I decided, no, actually it's been a wee while since I've had a wee walk along the nature reserve. So I went out to the nature reserve, you know, and I'm going down, and of course it's pissing with rain, and I mean, there was no wind. There was no wind at all. It was just coming straight down, you know, and it was quite heavy. And I thankfully, in advance, I'd had the savvy to take a brolly with me. So I'm walking down this nature reserve with this brolly, you know. The rain's coming down, and it's very heavy, and everything's sort of wet and sort of ethereal, you know. And they were doing some tree cutting and burning. You might have seen that as I came down into Ranworth. What happened was that it was creating this sort of smoky atmosphere in the rain, so that the smoke was being held in the wood, you know, as I'm walking down through it, you know, and it gave us a very primal look, you know, and I was just like, oh my god, you know, that was unbloody believable, you know. And I didn't actually bring the camera with me, because it was just like, well, you know, I'm just like a wee bit here and a wee bit there, you know, and I left it on board charging up. But I really wish I'd taken the camera with me, because it would have been bloody amazing. Because it was such a, I mean, you honestly half expected to start seeing dinosaurs running around. It was that sort of atmosphere, you know. It was brilliant, really enjoyed. I mean, I got soaked. I mean, it was just a wee brolly that I took that was on the boat, and you know, my trousers and my jacket, you know, still got soaked, you know. But it was a great wee walk. It was an absolutely fantastic walk, and I came back to the boat, and sort of changed my trousers and all that, and I went out to the Maltsters, and had a very pleasant evening in the Maltsters. You know, very good evening. Had a few beers, you know, a wee chat. Apparently, I was going to have a beer and pizza, but it turned out that there was a wee sort of a misunderstanding with some staff, and they were basically short-handed, and they didn't have anybody to do the pizza then, which was a wee bit unfortunate. However, it turned out that there was an off-duty staff member there, and I think her name was
Megan.
I don't think it was Maggie. Is it Maggie? I don't think it was Maggie. Maggie? Mandy?
Megan.
Might have been Megan. It might have been Megan. Madge, Maggie, Mandy. You know who you are, okay? You know who you are. You were at the Maltsters. I bought you a wee drink, and yeah, you stepped up, even though you were just there off duty. You stepped up, went behind the bar, and that allowed the barman who was there, who should have been in the pizza den, to go off to the pizza den and make pizza. And boy, it was worth it, you know. So I was like, I mean, good on you, hen, honestly. Fantastic. Yeah, the least I could have done is bought you a wee something for you, because that was very much appreciated by me. I don't know if anybody else ended up having pizzas or whatever, but yeah, I was very much appreciated. And then the owner was there. I didn't catch his name, but I think the owner was there, and I had a wee chat with him, you know. And yeah, it was brilliant. It really was fantastic. So had a good wee chat, and with everybody, had a few beers, had a great pizza, came back to the boat, had a little wine, watched a wee bit of Star Wars, and basically passed out. I was passed out again, you know. Sorry I didn't come back and end day 4, but it was just like one thing after another, you know. I came here, I got myself organised, I went away to the church, I went away to the abroad, I came back, I changed my trousers, dried off, went to the pub, had a beer, had a pizza, had another beer, came back here, had a glass of wine, passed out. Just the way it happened. You know, so yeah, I apologise for not coming back yesterday. But yeah, and today is going to be yet another very short day, and it's going to be a bit of a sad day actually, because I'm going back to the Marina. There's no rush to go back to the Marina today, because I'm obviously sort of mid-allocation week, but I have to go back to work on Friday. I've got a long drive ahead of me. I don't know if I'm leaving today or if I'm going to leave first thing tomorrow morning. I've still not decided that. But essentially, I am going back to the Marina today. I'm going to get myself all fueled and pumped out. I'm going to get the boat sort of hoovered down, washed down, figure all that sort of stuff out, and basically, yeah, get myself sorted and organised. Yeah, I mean, this is essentially the last day of the mini Norfolk Broads adventure, and then we'll be heading back. Well, like I say, we'll be back to the Marina. We're only a short cruise. I'm going to try and get into Bolter's Marina. This could be, I've heard it's a very awkward, difficult mooring. The wind is a bit on the changeably breezy side. The weather's changeably rainy. So yeah, this might be a bit difficult. So I'm not entirely sure. I will go up and I'll have a look. if I decide I don't want to chance it or risk it, there is another option just by the new inn. There's a place down by the new inn where I can get pumped out and fuel. So I can do that, and then it's back to the boatyard, the marina, and then take care of everything I need to take care of on the boat, and then I decide at that point if I want to leave today or leave first thing tomorrow morning, you know. But I can figure that out once I've, you know, because I want to take my time getting the boat ready. You know, I don't want to turn up, you know, it's at the last minute and then rush around trying to figure things out. So yeah, like I say, I mean, these vlogs have been very, very sort of short, very, very sort of not really saying very much. I've been mostly just sort of getting used to the boat. It's basically I've been using it as a shakedown cruise. There's a few things I'm still needing to figure out, but I'm getting there. And basically, yeah, I mean, it's just been about just enjoying the private ownership experience, you know, for the first time, and the differences between private owners and hire boats. I might give you a quick wee walk through Thunder once she's tidied up. Like I say, I've literally just been dumping stuff, you know, so I'm not entirely sure if it's well, it's not ready yet, but maybe later, but if I don't take you through on this trip, I will take you through on a subsequent trip, but we'll wait and see how things sort of pan out later. But yes, I mean, it's going to be, like I say, it's going to be a very short trip today. Just down to the marina, Bolters, down to the marina, and yeah, where we go from there, well, we'll wait and see. But anyway, I'm babbling. I will keep you updated. I'm going to go and get myself organised and sorted. There's lots of people trying to come in here. It is very late today already. I've had a very lazy morning. A wee bit sort of woozy. But yeah, a few coffees, but it's now time to get the day started and head off down to the marina. So yeah, I will keep you updated on the events of the day, and yeah, I will speak to you soon. So until later, I'll speak to you later. Bye for now. Cheers! Okay, I am on my way, and I must say, it's happened to me at last. Once, I never said it would happen, and I used to laugh when I saw other people do it. And I would say to myself, you daft idiots, I will never be so stupid as to do that. Well, I've done it. I have been fully and once officially, totally indoctrinated and initiated into the rare club of leaving your mud weight down when you leave a mooring. I can't believe I was so bloody stupid. Oh, I obviously have left Ranworth. I am on my way, and did my ropes, and it was getting busy. There was a lot of boats coming in looking for spaces and all that, and I was seeing, you know, I thought, oh right, okay, right, I'm not hanging around, you know, gave a few people a wave saying, right, I'm going, you know, I'm going, so you come in here, you know, and I was just like, right, okay, done my ropes, you know, fired up the engine, and away I went. And I'm just crossing over, I think they call it Malthouse Broad at Ranworth. I think that's the official name of it. And I'm just looking around, and oh, there's Ranworth Island there, and it just, a boat passed me, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I just sort of took a look at his mud weight, you know, which was sitting on the bow of the boat, you know, and I was just like, that's a nice mud weight. It's just a standard mud weight, but there's something about that mud weight that's making me look at that mud weight. Why am I looking at that mud weight? It's just like, well, I've got a nice shiny silver mud weight. Yes, I do. I've got a nice shiny silver mud weight that's probably covered in mud because I put it down last night to prevent the bow from swinging around. Yep. And I will have to clean said mud weight later on. The only problem is said mud weight is probably getting very, very dirty because I actually forgot to lift it up before I left. It was like, oh, bugger! You know? So, yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't really dragging as much because the tide's actually quite high, and it was actually probably just sort of skimming across the bottom of the Broad, if I'm honest. But I've got an electric mud weight winch here, so I just winched it all up, and I went forward, and obviously I was a wee bit sort of reedy and all that, you know. But I cleared that off. But funny enough, because I was just like going along, you know, all the mud got washed off, you know. So I made sure everything was okay, everything's fine, there's no problems. So yes, mud weight nice and clean, and everything's okay. But I am now officially a mud weight dragger. Well, you live and learn, I suppose. I've done it once and I'll never do it again, you know. But yeah, so that's the update so far. The skies are blue, the sun is out, it's quite nice-ish in the sun, but there's a right nip to that wind that's blowing at the moment, and it's quite stiff at times as well. So yeah, it's maybe not as warm as it should be, and it's actually quite chilly out there. But yeah, I mean, other than that, all is okay. I'm just on the short cruise back to, well, it's, I'm going to try and get in at Bolter's Marina in Horning, because apparently they do the cheapest fuel on the Norfolk Broads. I'll see if I can figure out exactly what they charge for their fuel, and we'll get a pump out. I've only used one toilet, so I should only need to pump out one toilet, so that'll save me a few pennies. I've not done much cruising, so I'm not expecting it to have been uber expensive, you know, to top up my fuel tanks. But I'll do that. I'll go to Bolter's Marina. It's an awkward mooring apparently, so I'm not really looking forward to it, but you've got to try it, you know. It's the only way you learn by doing, so to speak. So I'm going to do that. I think I might go up top to do that though, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, we shall figure that out when we get there, you know. But in the meantime, I'm going to go for now. Everything's slowing down because of a really slow hire cruiser that just, oh actually it's not a really slow hire cruiser. Oh no, it's Nancy Oldfield Trust. Alright, okay. I will hang back, you know, I will not say anything because that's actually a good cause, that Nancy Oldfield Trust, and they're out on the Broads showing, because the Nancy Oldfield Trust, what they do is they've got specially adapted boats and they take disabled children and adults out on the boat and take them for cruises up and down the river, so that disabled children like wheelchairs and all that actually get an opportunity to experience the Norfolk Broads on a boat, and it's yeah, I mean it's a charitable organisation, but very, very good. So yeah, I'm not going to say anything bad about that because they're probably letting some people enjoy the beauty at a slow pace. So yeah, I'll just hang back, and they're not going that slow anyway. Anyway, I'm babbling, so I will go for now, and I will keep you updated on the events of the day. It's going to be a short cruise, very short cruise, and yeah, we'll wait and see. So until later, I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. I am here at Bolter's Marina, and thank God I've got good bell thrusters on mine, by the way. Yeah, it's I came up the dike, and first of all, memory card on the GoPro is now full. I'm not going to change it because that's it. So yeah, I kind of hoped I would get some footage coming up here. I don't know at what point exactly it ran out, but yes, it's obviously run out. So yeah. But yes, I came up the river Bure, entered into Horning, I passed by my marina, and I came up the next dike, and it's quite narrow coming up there, but Bolter's Marina is here. Unsure exactly how, so I was told to come in stern on, but when I looked at it I thought, well, maybe best coming in front end in. But basically I came in front end in, spoke to the boys, and they said, you know, it's actually best coming in stern on. So back out, turned around, which was a bit awkward, and they were great. They actually helped me in, guided me in, and we were a wee bit, the wind caught me a wee bit a couple of times. There's a bit of a crosswind there, but eventually with a wee bit of help from the lads, got in, no problems, tied up, and I'm currently getting a pump out, and I'll get the fuel topped up, and that will be it. It's so yeah. They did tell me when I took over that this was the best place to go for the fuel and the pump out, but it was a wee bit of an awkward, and it is a bit tight. You can probably see, I don't know if you can see that, I'm stern on and right by my bow there's another boat, you know. So yeah, it's a bit awkward getting in there, you know, but we got in, and like I say, the lads helped us out greatly, so that was a good plus and thumbs up from them. So yeah, I am currently getting pumped out. Once that's all dealt with and money has changed hands, I will then head on back to the marina, which is literally round the corner. Into the marina, there will be no footage because obviously the GoPro has run out of memory card, and there's no point in changing the memory card for 10 minutes. So yeah, into the marina, and that will be it. It's been short. It's been you know not a lot done on this wee trip. It basically has been just all about getting used to the boat, handling the boat, figuring things out in the boat, where to go, what to do, things like this, you know, coming here. It's, yeah, you know, so yeah, it has been essentially nothing more than a shakedown cruise, but it's been great, it's been fantastic, you know, and I'm looking forward to my next time on it. Yeah, I will of course pop back later, once I am in the marina, all sort of tied up again and everything like that, and maybe say a little something, but yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to go away, let the boys finish doing what they're doing, maybe get the kettle on while they're topping up the tanks, and yeah, get myself ready for the final cruise back to the marina. I'll keep you updated though, so until later, speak to you soon. Bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a wee update for you. That is me back at the marina. Thunder is all tied up and ready, the engine's switched off, the fuel has been topped up, the toilets have been pumped out, and yes, that is the end of my little shakedown cruise that I was going to do. And I got in quite easily. The wind twitches really sort of being a wee bit sort of, you know, and hindered me, and Bolter's actually assisted me getting in here. So yes, that's me back at the marina. I now need to get myself sorted. My day does not end, unfortunately. I need to now give the exterior a bit of a wash, top up my water. I need to give the interior a wee bit of a clean up, and basically get myself packed and organised and ready, and get my car sorted out, and yeah, so I've got a busy afternoon ahead of me. I'm gonna just sort of finalising all the sort of things and making sure that the boat's nice and clean and ready for the next owners to take over her. She's a beautiful boat. She really is a fantastic boat. She's very comfortable. She's very luxurious, and I've had a great time on it, even though it's been a wee bit too short. I didn't really want to leave, but well, like I said, it's I've work calls basically, so I've got to bring her back now, and better bring her back now and get myself all organised just now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in the marina tonight, have a Chinese or something, maybe take a wee walk over into Horning or something like that, and maybe get a bite to eat. But basically spend an evening in the marina, get up nice and early in the morning and away, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that is essentially the end of the mini Norfolk Broads adventure. And like I said at the start, it was always going to be wee short episodes, and it might even just be one long episode, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's just basically, you know, taking you with me on my first cruise on my new boat. And she is a beautiful boat, absolutely gorgeous boat. I won't take you through it just now at the moment. Like I say, I'm needing to clean her all out. But I will do. If people ask, leave in the comment below if you would like to have a wee walk through of Thunder, just to see the interior of her, and see some of the, maybe some features about her that she has. Fantastic boat, really, and I am so stoked that I have actually bought into it. I can't believe it. I honestly cannot believe that I have actually done this. I have actually bought my own boat, even if it is more buying into a syndicate. And me sharing this boat with another 12 other people, doesn't matter. It's not a timeshare. It's not like that at all. Similar sort of idea, but it's not a timeshare at all. This is my boat, you know. I have responsibilities to it. I have a vested interest in this vessel. So yes, I can't believe I've actually done it. Anyway, I'm going to go there now because the wind has really picked up now. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this. I don't know how it's going to come out until I actually edit it, but I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to seeing some more adventures of me on Thunder. Yes, it's going to be good. I have 4 days on her at the moment for next year, and I'm currently working on a 5th one. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see, you know. But yeah, we'll wait and see what the future holds. But yeah, I will see you again, hopefully very soon, on my next wee trip on Thunder, and we'll see if we can do a wee bit more cruising around, a wee bit more exploring, a wee bit more getting used to the boat than just the few days just putting around here and there that I have done on this boat so far. So yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to go. Hope you've enjoyed the mini Norfolk Broads adventure, and yes, from me on Thunder for the first time. Until the next time, I'll speak to you later. So until then, bye for now. Cheers!